Hi everyone, welcome to this new video on how to create viral content that generates 1,500 visitors daily. Now first I will introduce to you what is viral content and which type of content tends to go viral. Now first of all, viral content angles around emotion, happy, sad, anger or ridiculous content which get shared virally. As you can see that most of the videos and content that is of such can be shared almost immediately. And secondly, most of the content that's viral always portray positive feelings, like how are you motivated, or you are very motivated by certain person or certain events, or the video actually motivate you to take action. And third, how to. So many how-tos usually boils down to the technical side. Usually how-to videos are those technical videos that teach you how to do the same thing but in a simpler and easy way. So we'll take a look into all those three angles of viral content and how you can actually create them. And in the later part of the video, you can see how this is being done. So what you will learn in this course, you will learn what are the key takeaways for content analysis insights. Now these are very important in terms of creating your contents to be shared online. So without knowing what you're going to create that can cause a viral effect, basically you're wasting much of the time and effort. And what are three types of content that can go viral? So we have just now seen the three types. So inside the video, we'll take a look in details how these three types of contents can help your contents to go viral. And also what are the viral marketing tools and how to use them. Now basically we'll be looking into what are the tools that are available freely on the internet and how we can leverage on all these tools to help us to easily look into the viral content being shared. Hi everyone, welcome to the course. Now today you will learn about the 5 main key takeaway for content analysis insight. So content analysis basically are very important in terms of looking into how the content is being shared. I'm referencing to this site buzzsumo.com/solutions/content-insights. So you can have a look into this detail URL. And of course, finding the success traces of viral content is very important. This viral content does leave some kind of traces that you can actually track. And first of all, you want to know where is the content being shared, where is the network that's sharing this content, and also what content type are being shared the most, and the content length. Is it going to be like a 5 minutes video, 2 hours videos, or 3,000 words content that get shared the most? Number 4, by headlines. Of course, by creating impactful headlines, you'll be able to get the interest of the audience and eventually sharing this content. So we'll take a look in the later part of the video. And number 5, the day to publish. Yeah, you might say that the day to publish could be any day or any time, but to tell the honest truth is that when we do a content insight study, we know that certain days you actually get more traffic. Let's go to BuzzSumo and take a look at the graphical representation. Okay, right now I'm at the buzzsumo.com content insight page. So I'm basically referencing to this page when you talk about content analysis. So first let us scroll down and have a look and at the actionable insights. First of all, when we talk about content analysis by network, you can see that on the right hand side of this graph, there are basically 5 types of network that's being analyzed around here. You can see that based on the BuzzSumo statistic, the content that they picked up, most of the content you can see indicated by the blue bar is by Facebook. So most of the content that's written form are actually being shared on Facebook, and then followed by Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, but not on Pinterest. Now the content type, we can see that content type basically refers to what is the content trying to convey. So let's look into the left hand side. Most of the time you can see that the content being shared the most is why post. So having a topic that starts with why you do what on what is more powerful than how to. You can see over here, this is based on the analysis result that we gotten over here. And other than that, what post. So a topic that starts with what will also spark the interest. And not forgetting infographic. If you have taken my previous course on infographics, you can know that the powerfulness of infographics is you can summarize all the information into a piece of single content. And of course there's video and the rest. Yeah, so just pay attention to the title that you give to the content you're going to create. Okay, shared domains. Basically, this is looking into the contents that's being shared on BuzzSumo. So this one I'll basically skip because later on we are going to take a look at one free tools that can help us to analyze deeper into who are actually sharing your content. Analyze by content length. So this is basically referring to articles. Yeah, articles that's being written. You can see that basically how worthy is your articles is by the length, or the number of words that you use on your articles. So you can see that the most shared articles usually are 3,000 words and beyond to 10,000 words, and the rest that's less than that are less being shared. We can see that the articles that's longer in length, which is greater than 3,000 words, get about 1,000 share. Yeah, although creating a very quality content does take you more time, but the effect and the possibility of getting it virally being shared is pretty high over here. And of course, indexing for the unique content does also play a very important role when coming to Google or search engine algorithm. Next, the analyze by headlines. So you can see that headlines basically also play an important role into attracting the visitors to click on the content, and having a catchy title is what you need. Next, the analyze by the day of publishing. So we can see that from the left hand side of this graph, from Monday to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the start of the week usually gets a better content being shared. Until then you taper off towards the weekend where everyone is relaxing and less people want to share contents. This is basically true if you look into the working hours of a normal working person. Monday to Friday are working days, Saturday, Sunday are rest day. So based on this, you could also break down in terms of the hours when to share it would bring you the most amount of traffic. Typically we are looking at 9 a.m. The US time, and also the after office hour, which is the 8 p.m. to the 10 p.m. zone. So with this, I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the video. Now today you're going to learn what are 3 types of content that you can go viral. So I mentioned before, basically there are 3 types of content that you should be creating. Now first of all is the emotional trigger types of content. So emotional type of content basically it will encourage the sharing of the information due to the emotion that's been put into the content itself. So let's take a look at an example that have about 15,000 share online. Now I'm at this website called the Huffington Post. So you can see that basically this is a piece of news that is being published on sports, where the title mentioned that there are 4 Paralympians just ran the 1500 meter faster than anyone at the Rio Olympics final. So the title itself is already impactful enough. So what he's trying to say in this article, there's basically 4 persons that's participating in the Paralympians that actually breaks the record of the person that holds the title, the gold title in the Rio Olympics. So meaning that the given the same condition of the run, the tracks and everything else, so you can see that actually 4 persons having some physical disability are able to break the records. So itself will encourage you to read further down the articles and the details and eventually sharing them. So you can see that there's basically shared around 1500 times across the different social networks for this piece of articles. Okay, so I'll put the link down at the notes section where you can actually have a read if you want to. Okay. Second types of content that you should be sharing are positive content. So positive content is hard to create, but the easiest way to create it is through motivational video. For example, Ivan Carmichael, he is a very famous guy that actually created a lot of content where he curates all the famous people, how they become successful, and summarize it into 10 tips or 10 advice that you could take away. So let's move on to YouTube and have a look. Okay, so right now I'm at this channel. His video channel over here at YouTube. You can see that all his videos is having a lot of views over here, and the content he creates are mainly positive content. Say for example, you can see that this particular video, Bill Gates' top 10 rules for success, have about garnering about 1.6 million views, which he created a year ago. And of course there's other videos that he created, like Steve Jobs top 10 rules for success. This is 2.8 million views. So there are a lot of content you can see that that he created are pretty successful. Basically all this content are sharing very positive ways of thinking, and also looking into how the successful people overcome the adversity, and also how these videos basically summarize whatever thing that they know or they have done across many years. And this is pretty powerful, especially if you were to watch them. You will want to watch the next one after another. You will want to watch one after another, and looking into all the different people, how they actually gain their success. And of course Michael have a very engaging channels over here where he engaged with his audience a lot. So I will leave the link at the notes area where you can click and maybe subscribe or listen to Michael's videos. Next we are going to look into how-to content. Yeah, actually what we expose ourselves to most of the time online is the how-to content. We always wanted to know how to do this, how to do that, and this is especially true on the Skillshare platform, where there are so many how-to videos that you can actually enroll in and to learn a skill or learn something. So you can see that all this how-to video itself are gaining a lot of traction every month. It's always good that you will be creating some of this how-to. Even for this video itself is also a how-to, like how to get your content to be viral. So by going to the Skillshare website, okay, I'm at the Skillshare website now. So when I type in how-to, what do I get? I get 1000 result that's on how-to. Look over here. And then if you scroll down, you can see that all this video basically on how to. Look at the number of students, like for the example 16,000 followers, 1220 reviews. Okay, then this is mine. I got about 327 followers and 4 reviews. So you see that when you create a how-to videos, the video itself can go pretty viral, and it's very easy to be shared online on social media platform where people want to learn something, or where there is a niche group. People will just share the particular content which the audience is interested in. Okay, so with this I'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the video. Now today you're going to learn the 6 steps to create a viral content. Now I've taken this a reference to this guy Jonah Berger, 6 steps to virality. So first of all, let's look at this picture from the left to the right. Let's move across this in this manner. So number 1 is S, stand for social currency. So people talk about things that make them seem smart and cool. So the content you want to create is basically, first of all, like how to do this in 5 minutes instead of 1 hour. So people will straight away be interested to know, how can I do this? Basically, which I take me 2 hours to do it, but I just need 5 minutes now if I learn this skill. Yeah, so it's so cool, and basically I want to share it with my friends, with more people. Next is T, the triggers. So top of the mind, the tip of the tongue, we are going, what we talk is what we think. So triggers are the things that the person have in mind that will actually get them to do some actions. Yeah. E, emotions. So when we are actually sharing something, we also focus a bit on the emotion part. So the emotion part can be you feeling excited. So I want to share this content because I feel excited, or I want to share this content because it is worth sharing because it's so typically hilarious, or it can be actually emotionally triggering our sad feelings. Next is P, public. To build or to show or to grow something that the public is more likely to build or to show. So this is to let the public, something that you want to educate the public in terms of what the public should be doing, and also what are the better ways of doing things. So sharing it to the public is basically helping you to further get the content out to everyone. P is practical value. So news that you can use, or useful things that can be shared. Yeah, I mentioned before, so this is basically boiling down back to the how to. So how can we use something, how can we do something better and faster? Yeah, S, story. So build a Trojan horse story, something like a storytelling events which I mentioned before in my previous video. Storytelling itself is very huge now, especially if you're building a list of subscriber or a diehard fan. You should actually be telling your own stories. So everyone have their own story to tell, and everyone's uniqueness is in their own story to tell. So no one can have the same story as you. So basically what you go out to do, or the content you create, is about storytelling about yourself. It can be your daily life, it can be how you blog yourself to success, or it can be telling or sharing your experience how to make your first $100 online. So with this, I'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, welcome back. Now, so you ask, why viral marketing, and is there any tools that you can use to help yourself? Now, first of all, before you go into viral marketing, you need to know the purpose. What is the purpose to get your content viral? You will not be creating contents that just because for the sake that you want to get it viral. There must be certain motive behind. So is it going to be your brand awareness that you're going to create? Are you going to get more leads or sales, or are you going to pre-sell products before the actual launch date? So viral marketing itself, you can see it's one segment of marketing. So what you want to do in this manner, with this method of viral marketing, what you are trying to do is that you wanted to create an interest in your target audience, so that they will take the action that you want them to take. There are 3 free tools that you must be using, especially when coming to viral marketing. In the next slide, I'll share it with you. Of the 3 tools, the first one is openlinkprofiler.org. Now basically this is a website, it's a free resource that you can actually help you to conduct competitive analysis and dig into a blog, a site that are already getting viral traffic, and you want to know how exactly why this page actually generated so much attractions, and which site actually sharing them and getting this particular content viral. Yeah, let's take a look at the online website. Now I'm at this openprofiler.org. So what I can do now is I could analyze the backlinks. Say for example, let's take a site that's very popular, like for example BuzzSumo. Okay, so for BuzzSumo.com, we can actually see that these are the stats. Do take note that I do not need to pay for this website to get all this data. Yeah, it's basically free. You just enter the URL. Sorry that just now I forgot to enter the .com, but I think the system is pretty smart enough to pick up that it's a .com website. So you can first of all analyze the active backlinks. Yeah, 25,000 plus unique active backlinks, and also the last update, the dates, and also the link influence score. So the industry is business, and of course there are many different parameters that you can play with. And below you have a list of all the active links that's actually promoting this website. Yeah, so I believe that if you are doing some analysis for certain niches, this will help you to understand the market, that particular industry they're going into, where this website is getting their link from, and usually this is where all the visitors are being routed to this main site. Okay, next we're going to this number 2 site, which is the BuzzSumo.com. Of course there's also a paid version for this, but for our analysis we do not need to have the paid version in order to use the website. So this tool basically will help you in terms of updating the latest happenings, the latest article that's being published, what is being shared around the web, and just by entering the keyword or key phrase for a particular industry. So let's have a look at the BuzzSumo.com. Okay, I'm at the BuzzSumo.com now. So what you can do, you can basically go to BuzzSumo and actually have a look. Okay, I'm right now at the BuzzSumo website. So first of all, you can actually perform analysis on content that actually being shared heavily or being shared on the social platform a lot. Say for example, you want to know about traffic generation. Let's type in traffic generations and have a look. What are the latest content over the past month. You can select the past month or past 6 months that's being shared a lot on the social media. So this is also one way for you to know what is the latest that's happening in that particular industry. Yeah, so we can see that the first one that's showing up, basically you can click on the sort, but there's a sort key over here. For example, on the Facebook, I already sorted this based on Facebook sharing. So you can see that this particular articles in which to generate traffic, leads and sales from social media have about 12.6 thousand or 12.6k shared on Facebook. So you might want to take a look and click on this particular article to know what was written just by clicking on the just by clicking on this article's link itself. Okay, so you can see here that actually this is being shared on Facebook is 13.3 thousand times. So you can have a read. I'll leave the link at the notes area where you can click on it and directly will bring you to this website. The third tools that you should be using is the Google URL shortener. Okay, so this basically is a link analyzer where you know exactly where your link is being shared and how many people click on your link and where the links are coming from. Okay, say for example I have this URL over here. Later I'll show it to you how actually you can access the analysis page. Basically the Google shortener, one point to know is that they are much faster than the bit.ly shortener URL, 1.8 millisecond versus 3.4 millisecond. Now you might think that this is not very significant, but to the visitor it does play a very important roles, especially when the visitor itself is not a human, it is robots where they'll crawl the sites. So by using a Google shortener, I would see that there is advantage here that you can actually leverage on. So let's go on to this website. Okay, so right now I'm at the Google URL shortener. Okay, you can just put in your URL link over here and then you click on shorten URL and you will get a shorten URL link. Yeah, so in this case you can see that you can track analytics to know where the clicks are coming from and also to understand where is your target audience. So I have actually key in a URL link like I mentioned in the slide for a particular shortener URL. Okay, so basically what you can do is whatever shortener URL that you have behind is something that you don't understand, you just put a .info and you'll come to this page. Yeah, you can see the total clicks is 396 for this particular URL, and then also where the traffic is coming from. Basically where the traffic is coming from, YouTube, Facebook, and what are the browser that the user uses to reach your website, and what platform are they using, and which country are they most likely to be from. Those that are in darker colors, like for example USA, in also some parts of this India. So these are some of the analytics that are free. Okay, so one point to take note is that the Google URL shortener, it is accessible by any public. Yeah, for example, I just show it to you that you just put a .info, you can access this information. It's not actually being encrypted or private. So this is the difference between Google and bit.ly, but still there are certain trade-off that you can get is that the Google URL shortener are much faster. Okay, so with this I'll see you in the next video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the video. Now today we are going to do the class project. The class project will be very easy. You just need to list one thing that you learned that can help you increase your web traffic today, that you can take away from this video and to implement it and leave it at the project area where we can actually see what are the things that have helped you to learn. And course summary, what you have learned. You have learned how to create a viral content based on the 3 key ingredients, and also how to use the tools to track your content. Like I mentioned before, there are 3 tools that you can leverage on, which is totally free. And how to use content insights to plan for your next viral content. Now always plan your content that you want to reach out to your target audience beforehand, because you know that all the efforts that you put in, you want to have a return. So the return itself is very important. So with this, I've come to the end of the video. Now do leave me a review and thank you for watching this video.